order at 4:01. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the July minutes, which were emailed to you ahead of time. Does anybody have any comments, questions?
I'll make a motion that we accept the July minutes as presented.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of approving the July minutes as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great, thank you. Moving on to the claims. I have a question that I think has to do with just formatting, but I'm not sure. Under, let me find it, repair parts, it looks like it's about maybe page 3. It says light bulbs for truck 25, and there's no date or any other information. Now, I wonder if that goes with the next line, which is for the fuse for Shields Park.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, well, I wondered about that, but $13.94 didn't seem like enough money for that to me, so.
It costs much.
Okay, so I just wanted to be sure that was okay.
I can't recall which light it was, but it could have been like a license plate light or something to that extent.
Yeah, well, and actually, I guess, as I was telling you just now, it occurred to me that that was maybe one thing, but when I was looking at it earlier, I thought it was a light bulb and a fuse, and then I was like, well, $14 seems pretty cheap for that, so. Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments on the claims?
Now I'll make a motion that we accept the July claims as presented.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of approving the July claims as accepted, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so we can move on to 2211 and 25039 balances. I have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you. All in favor of approving the 2211 and 25039 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
We didn't get a second.
I didn't get a second. I'm sorry.
I'll second.
Thank you. Now, do you approve?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. As I was getting through that sentence, I was like, no, wait a minute. So thank you.
I got you out of order, didn't I?
Okay, so since we have done all of our approvals, we can move on to updates.
All right, first update we have on the agenda is the pavement extension to Freeman Diamonds 4 and 5. That is completed. And as you can see there, I believe on your Google Docs, there are pictures of before, during, and after. Looks great. The community members that we had on file that had actually called in and requested that, I notified personally.
Good.
They very much appreciated it, so I think it's going to be a great asset to what we had done. So it turned out really nice.
I did have a question. I was looking through this document earlier, and I know at the last meeting, at least per the minutes, we approved the All-Star Paving quote, and we said go ahead and go with that. Well, there are other quotes in here, and I was wondering why those are here if we approved it the last time.
That was just part of the doc that we brought over from last time. I
Oh,
believe. So
this is the same.
it's
Oh,
the same.
okay.
It's just, yeah. So we just added the pictures to that. That way we've got everything right there in one file. Yep.
Sorry. I was like, well, were we getting more quotes? What's
No,
going on?
that's
So,
just the originals.
yes, that makes sense. Sorry.
Next item is the pool. Couple different things. There's some 2025 figures for Shields. We had over 4,000 attendants for the free night swim on Tuesday nights, which is spectacular. And just throwing it out there, thanks to the Board of Health for sponsoring that every Tuesday night.
Oh, I didn't know they did. Do they make a donation?
They actually use it as a rental. They pay us for a rental to do it. So.
That's cool.
For 2025, we had almost 18,000 in attendance. With that, we gave out 134 reading passes. So, yeah. In this annual swim meet, we had 595 swimmers with 3,071 entries. And out of that, 728 girls improved their swims for a 48% improvement, and 722 of the boys improved their swims for a 53% improvement. And we also did 158 swim lessons this year. So some good figures there for 2025, and special shout out to the Boggses for what they do and what they did again this year.
So, can I ask a question about
Yep.
this? How do you measure the improved swims?
Timing,
Is it
Timing,
timed?
yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
And then what about the 48 and the 53? Is that 728 girls out of X number of girls?
So
it would be events.
events.
So like every girl may have 5 events, so it's measured
Oh.
per event so
Oh.
that you get a comprehensive total.
And
Cool.
Dave keeps
Yeah,
tallies of all that. Yeah.
okay. Okay, thanks. I was just curious.
Also with the pool, I gave you guys a packet from HWC Engineering. This is more or less just to keep you guys informed of where we're at. Right now for the pool upgrade, we are at our 30% review meeting. And I could go sit and go through this, but there's a lot of information here. You guys check it out whenever you want. I'm just doing this, just keeping you up to date as far as what we do and when we have our meetings. If you flip through, you'll see towards the back 2 sheets, that will give you a more concept of when all of our meetings are at, and like when they'll come to Board of Works and things like that. So anytime that we have a meeting like this, I'll just bring you guys the packet. You guys can look over it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and let me know.
But you don't need us for any of these meetings or anything?
Nothing yet, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so if no questions on the pool, we'll move on to the Zumba classes. So our 2025 Zumba classes are grant funded through Healthy Jackson County. After December of this year, Healthy Jackson County will no longer have that funding available. So we need to start thinking about how we want to fund the 2026 Zumba classes. I have put together a quick summary of what we've done so far for the year, and I believe that is attached to your Google Docs. So far for this year, from January until the end of July, we've had 404 participants. And it's broken down into different age groups, as you can see there in the Google Docs. It is $100 per week is what Healthy Jackson County is currently paying the instructor. So that's either $400 or $500 a month, depending on how many weeks are in the month that we're paying, that's being paid out. So we've got some time to think about it. We just wanted to get it out on the table so you guys could be aware. Do we want to try to continue to make this a free to the community by maybe looking into sponsorships or?
So my question to you is this: I understand they have grant funding that's brought us this far with them, but if we don't fund other things like water aquatics, like why do we pick Zumba? Like I understand we don't charge her to use the facility, like we're not charging Katrina for the aquatic center. So, but I don't understand why we would use to cover the entries if we're not going to cover others.
So this was brought up when we did the playground grant. This one was an add-on. So like when we did the
Pickleball and basketball.
Pickleball and basketball courts, they had what they called a sub-grant for activities, and this is what the previous director chose to put into that grant, was Zumba.
So when we had those she had to pick another small mini grant to go that was unrelated to,
Something that Healthy Jackson County was out where people were doing exercising
oh, I
or
see.
something
I
to
see,
that.
I see.
And I think
Zumba
it's
was
fine if
what
that's
was
what
chose.
they want to use the money for, right? That was their choice. I just am having a hard time to understand how that's not going to become a snowball where we all of a sudden, I mean, what if Katrina comes in next time and says, hey, or like, why aren't these people free? Right? Like, I mean, I don't know
Well,
how
or
we.
the participants themselves, because don't they pay Katrina?
Mhm.
Whereas the
and
people, the
that's what we
Zumba
have
people.
talked about as far as a department, why don't we treat it like the other programs like this that we have, to where,
Yeah, I understand us not charging her to use the facility, right? That's something that we can do for the community. I don't know as if I would say that I would be on board with us funding that just because I feel like it's
need to
it
keep it the
becomes.
same across the board.
Mhm.
And I'm not disagreeing at all. We're just bringing it to your attention
Sure.
that by the end of this year, Zumba will not be funded. So. That's probably what we're leaning towards, is treating it just like the others. But if we do find a sponsor that wants to sponsor a month, so be it.
Sure.
Because I know Clay's Chiropractic has reached out to me, said they would be interested in doing a month. So he said once
I
you're.
think if we can
once your
find
grant-
people to sponsor it, it's a different story than us finding the budget for it, and then we can just wipe and say, we don't fund that. If somebody wants to get a sponsorship where they want to throw their name out, even put their name on it, like thanks to,
Yeah, this week's sponsored
Yeah.
by
I think
whoever.
that's okay, but I wouldn't say that I believe it.
I think we're all on the same page then. Okay. Any questions on updates? If not, we'll move on to incidents. No incidents as of today.
So have we had any problems at the splash pad this year?
Very minimal.
I mean, I don't want to curse it by saying
Yeah,
it out
thanks,
loud.
Gary.
but-
Thanks, Matt.
Well, the season's almost over.
I got you. I was gonna wait until it was shut down.
So we have simple things, that's taken place, but even between myself and the health department talking, we believe our biggest issue right now is people using it with street clothes on. And that throws our water balances, chemical balances way out of whack. So in turn, we're using quite a bit more chemical. The system's saying, hey, I've got to pump it in, because if the system's not safe, it's not going to turn on. So it's going to tell it, yeah, water level, your water chemistry is good, you can start and run. I've only found that twice this year, someone's called me or sent me a Facebook message saying, hey, the splash pad's not working. And we go in and then you look, review the camera footage, and there's people out there in blue jeans and boots, and I mean, I've seen a lot on camera down there. Actually got a picture sent to me this morning from park operations, and there was mud balls that was thrown all over the shower wall. So it took them about an hour to get it all cleaned off. So
Great.
Okay.
minor things. Now, as far as the start button and all that, again, Matt, knock on wood, it's been great. We've passed, I think, 98% of our water tests, and the only one that failed is basically saying that need to backwash it, and talking to the health department, they're like, yeah, we were down there 2 days in a row and seen people wearing street clothes. So.
Okay, good.
Moving on to programs. Letter A was our 5th annual Seymour Swing this past Friday. Turned out to be a great day, great event. We had 32 teams registered. 29 teams actually showed up to play. With that, as of right now, before expenses, we brought in $16,679 for that program. So another successful year. Sponsorship levels were down just a little bit as far as whole sponsors. So I think that's where we've seen the difference between what it was in previous years. We had, I think, 32 hole sponsors compared to, we've had almost up to 75 in previous years, so,
Congratulations to Chad and his team who placed first.
thank you. We brought the trophy home this year.
Is anyone surprised?
Well, he said this is the first time they've done it, or they've
Yeah,
gotten
the first
first.
time we've ever won, so.
The same people on the team each time?
We had somebody new this year that really added to our team.
Had a ringer.
Brought in a ringer.
So unfortunately, City Councilman Mr. Lucas wasn't able to make it, so we brought in Matt Trimnell. That is a very good golfer. You put him and Jeremy Gray together that don't like to lose or be beat one another, and they start
Painted.
swinging hard. And so. But I have to give Mayor Matt props because his golf game has improved tremendously. Even though he doesn't like it after about 4 or 5 holes, he actually stayed focused the whole 18 holes.
I'm good for about 13 holes now.
But yeah, great event. Also hats off to Tracy and Emily, sorry. They basically ran the whole registration table by themselves this year, to where in the past we've had several there. So I know it got a little hectic there for a little bit, but they did well. Any other questions on the Seymour Swing? This is going to be an annual event. We're going to continue it, and it'll be the April 8th, August 8th, probably be August 7th next year.
Probably, or the 9th. Let's go frontwards or
I
backwards.
think it goes back.
Second Friday of August.
Yeah,
Let's try that.
yeah, second, yep. So that will be that for next year, and it's already scheduled and on Shadowwood's books, so. I'm just gonna look the date up real quick, so we have
Should be
it in.
one day before.
One day.
Yeah, it'll be August 7th. Moving on to other programs, Tracy, you got those?
Yes, for youth fall soccer, we are down in registration a little bit. We've got 173 signed up currently. We have extended the registration. This will be our second week of extending it till Friday, and then I'll have to close it at Friday just to get shirts and stuff done. We were supposed to start on the 18th, but that's probably not going to happen. It'll probably be the following Monday. The community yard sale is August 16th at Freeman Field parking lot from 8 to 4. It is $15 for your area, and that is basically a parking spot. We currently have 17 signed up for that. The Senior Expo is Friday, September 19th from 10 to 3 at the community center, and there are currently 8 businesses signed up.
And we are still taking people.
We are
correct?
still, it is still open, yes.
Okay.
For Denim and Diamonds, that is September 6th at Crossroads from 5:30 to 8. Crash Entertainment will be our DJ for the evening. We will have pizza, sweet treats, and drinks. We currently have 3 people signed up. And Hispanic Heritage Celebration will be September 12th at Shields Park from 5 to 8. We'll have I know for sure 1 food truck is signed up as of right now. And then Power of the Praise Bands is, of course, every 4th Thursday until September. So this month it will be August 28th from 6:30 to 8 at Crossroads Park. We also have an additional league that I missed to tell Emily, and it's adult kickball. It will start September 9th. It is at Casting from 6 to 9, and I do not have anyone signed up for that yet. So
Those are usually a
last minute.
last minute.
Yeah.
But here's what happens. I message 5 people to say like, hey, right, we like get a good discussion, then it gets buried in the messages, and then it comes back up, right, and then we miss the deadline. So it's like I don't know what the fix for that is, but I know that like it's
So
like
that
we
means-
need
so you're-
reminders.
So you're gonna have a team?
I would love to.
I
I
mean,
would
come
love to.
on. I'll sign you up right now. Kendra's like, let me get my text message going again.
I'm not kidding. We
It
did.
is a lot of
I
fun.
was gonna say we used to have a blast
Of course,
doing it.
I'm still paying from that kick injury that I had 4 years ago.
How have the crowds been for this, the Power of the Praise bands?
Down a little, but it has been very hot.
Very hot.
Uh,
And one night was the fair week too.
Yeah, one night was Fair Week. So I know the first event I went to, it was very hot. There was probably 75-ish there. But the people that were there, all of them came up, thanked us for having it, so.
That's more people than some places having a whole congregation.
Yeah, so it was,
Yeah.
it's good.
I mean-
Fair Week, I don't know. I wasn't there Fair Week. Never heard any complaints or anything, so.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on programs or league updates? Okay, we do not have any reservation requests. Does that still stand, Emily?
Yes.
Okay. Miscellaneous items, I do have a couple. The lights at Freeman Field 4 and 5, we just got confirmation today that they should be done by the end of this month. She said by the end of this week, but I'm going to say by the end of this month. Because I told her they have to be done by the end of this month because we've already told our tournament directors that they could be playing under lights next month in tournaments. So they're scheduling later nights on those two diamonds. And just informational, we have a 2006 mower that has basically engine issues, so we are going to have to be replacing that. We do have some money in our cum cap, but we are going to have a couple $1,000s that we're going to have to pull out from our budget elsewhere. So just giving you guys a heads up that you'll see that coming. Hopefully after Thursday, we'll get the approval from Board of Works to use that funding from our cum cap and get a new mower into our system. You guys have any miscellaneous?
I have a request. Go ahead.
How often is the trail swept?
Never.
Usually when someone calls in, the guys check it, but it's usually more of a drive-by.
I just noticed that a lot more gravel on it the last couple of weeks. Did you notice?
That's what my note was, is like I went out there, like around the dog bone or the roundabout over on O'Brien, it was like powder gravel that
Yeah.
made it super slick. Like I almost wiped out going around the corner too fast there. So I went out with a broom and got some of the corner areas. But like the lawnmower is throwing those huge chunk rocks, like especially between like Gurker and like the railroad track. The like, not used railroad track, there's some of those giant rocks that somebody on like a road bike would probably like, have issues like
So it sounds to me like we need to have a weekly or
even if we like ask the
Yesterday.
lawn mowing guys to like be mindful of it, and I mean I don't want to say like run back over it, right? But like if you see that you've created all this rock and like I don't want to say kick it, but put a broom on the back of your and do it.
Yeah,
Basically, I
yesterday
know-
was the busiest I had seen it when I was out.
I know of at least 2 different departments, but possibly 3 departments that actually run mowers around those areas.
And I don't know if they're falling apart, but I see tons of bolts in the span from like the houses like at the north end to the overpass. There are bolts like something that came off of something. It's I don't know what it's from or what it's to, but just this morning I noticed there was a bolt.
Did you check
That-
your bike?
It was way too big for my bike, but yeah. But I will say that like this morning alone, I saw four dudes and a girl out on the bike before 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Mayor Matt, because I do pass him sometimes, but it was not him. So it's definitely being used. Oh, I do have a question though. Is there a way we can get like, I don't want to say like a stencil to print, but like something that says, I don't know, like stay to the right and be able to put it in like multiple languages so let me tell you why. So when you come over the overpass, there's that one little gravel area where people park. So what's happening is they're parking like 2 and 3 cars deep right there, and the pickup truck bed was blocking like half of the trail. So like here come people walking, right, as
The walk.
a guy comes down, right, and he's like going 20 miles an hour, right, and was hollering at them. Well, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their vehicle. You know what I mean? But like it's like I don't want to say like I don't know if Columbus has anything that says rules of the or like common sense to when you hear a horn, don't freeze, move to the right, or stay on your side, or share the road, or it's especially noticeable at nighttime when we wear all black. I'm glad people are using it though.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we do it in chalk.
You'll go,
Until it
go out
rains.
there every
Glow in
week.
the dark chalk.
I was going to say, somebody chalked for like a path turnaround for a race training, and it's been there for days. So that means we haven't had rain, but
I wish I had the answer. But if you are out and about and you see something on the trail, send me a picture. Because, I'll send the guys out, but sometimes they're driving pickup trucks.
Sure.
And if you guys that use the trail, can see a lot better visual. I mean, Kendra sends me pictures all the time, and we'll send the guys right out to take care of it.
and I even called Chad and told him there was a big blanket that I wasn't sure there weren't dead
Yeah,
people.
I-
Dead.
I went out.
Like you just see like a king size comforter down by the lake with nothing there, and it's like, what is it? Like, are we gonna find dead
questionable.
bodies under there? Like, how did it get there?
Someone had been sitting on it. Someone's carried it out there and just left it.
Or it blew off their truck.
Yeah, or blew off the truck or train or something.
That's what they want you to think.
I don't even know what to say to that. Wide open, out there in the open. Okay.
Anybody else got anything?
Me.
Yes, in the front.
October 25th, I hear there's a new event coming. I don't remember if programming said anything about it, but now's probably the time to start promoting it, so.
It is on Facebook, but we didn't add it to this one. But we are having a new event. It is Night of the Living Dance. It will be at the Knights of Columbus. It will start at 7 p.m. There will be a bar available. We are not providing it, but it is available. We will also have transportation provided if needed when you decide that you are done for the evening.
Is this a Halloween party?
Yes, dress up. We prefer.
Costume party?
Costume
Yes.
party.
I saw this on Facebook, I think, because it was a costume part.
Yeah.
I liked the designated driver aspect of it. That was great.
I thought we would add that. We've got the transit, so I can take at least 7, 6 with the driver. It'd be 7, but I can take at least 6 people home if they need it. So
That's the best news I've heard all day.
I knew you'd be
I
pumped
heard
about it. I
that
was
in
kind
your
of surprised you hadn't
text
said anything
group.
I
about
hadn't
it.
heard about it. I
Yeah.
have not seen it.
Saturday, October 25th,
Okay.
7 to 10. So we're gonna have like little hors d'oeuvres. We think there's not a lot of detail on that part yet, but
Night
That's
of the
the gist.
Living Dance.
it's at the Knights of Columbus.
I have a weird question. Is there a way we can get January to create an event for that?
So, where you have the pop-up reminders, because we had discussed this about maybe making our flyers the pop-up reminders like they do like for the hens and chicks, where if you say, yes,
I'm going. Mhm.
I thought about that. I thought about discussing
Because
that with
it's
her.
easy to share, right? Like it's easy to, because then you can like put that on your calendar. So then it
Yeah.
like,
That and like you, it'll come up a reminder like, hey, you have this. I have thought about this. We have discussed this.
we use it for Oktoberfest for the events just because it makes it easy to share like just one single thing instead of having to look at a list for each event. You can just share that one and then somebody has it.
About that.
And then if they get like you comment or people have questions or whatever, then you like are notified when someone posts about it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Just wanted to, we were discussing that one in the car yesterday.
Anything else?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we will see you September 8th at 4 o'clock.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.